Man, I tell people this, man. If someone says something to catch your attention, that's good content, you supposed to listen, man. Good content is when a person tells you about their life, they good and they bad. They tell you things that they've been through to help you watch out for the signs of predators and signs of scams. I ran across this woman, man, Maya Jackson. I'm going to put her link in my bio. And she's 65 years old, and this woman made me start having to read books about women to see was she telling the truth. This woman said in her late 40s she had went through 2 divorces and she couldn't figure out what was going on with her, that people wanted to get themselves away from her. She was having problems with her life, with her family, with her friends, and she was feeling very toxic. So she went out there in life and did what most women do. They went soul searching. She read books of self-help, how to self-help, and she said all the books she read didn't do nothing but try to teach her that she could live without a man. So she said she went to religion. She said she started reading the Bibles and started reading the Qurans, and she figured out that they was all man wrote to discipline women. So she was like, hell no, I'm gone. So then she said she started being around in groups, women support groups and, women empower groups, going to seminars, and she realized that she was around the worst predators that she ever seen in her life. The worst predators. She said women are the worst predators because women prey on other women's emotions and it makes them feel vulnerable. A woman can be vulnerable with another woman like she would never be with another man. Open up to a perfectly strange woman about things in their life that they wouldn't even tell somebody they knew for 40 years. She said when she got into the women's group, she found out that it was more lesbians and undercover gay women in these women support groups. And they was doing more than supporting a woman. They was recruiting the women to be like them. She said that she was going to make it her mission to point out that men are not the only predators in this world, man. Women use younger women that are gay to go out there and recruit older women that are in relationship with men, older women, to bring them into their community, man. She says she's seen it all, man. So when I sit back and I see content like that, and she threw a whole bunch of books out of self-help and motivational women books. And I ain't gonna lie, I went to Amazon and ordered a couple of them and started reading them. And they was what that woman said. And I was like, I couldn't, it was a lot of questions that I had about a lot of things that was going on with women that this woman helped me understand. As a woman, like I never understood how a stud could be in a relationship with a woman that only had 99 knees in one. Had 7-8 kids, been in a lot of relationships with a lot of unprotected sex with men, want to put their mouth on that woman. I used to think that it was because the stud wanted to be like a man and she didn't care, she wanted to show, but it's not. This woman pointed it out that it's not about that. It's another thing that's what she said is the misery in the woman that's been burnt by the man. It's the misery in that one individual that the man don't want no more because she all used up, woke up and thrown away, or she's so toxic that she's unlovable by a man and not accepted anymore by a man. So the only person that's gonna want her is someone that wants to be a man, which is a stud. A female that portrays to be a man is a lost soul, man. I don't see a lot of females, and I don't discriminate. My daughter's gay. And I don't discriminate against a man or a woman or who you like or what they like. But when you see things and hear conversations and see the way that the world is so reckless with sexuality with different people, and people can be misled so easy and manipulated, then the world is scary, man. It's fucking scary. And when you run across real true content like this lady right here, and she's a woman of 65 years age and been on this earth and is willing to admit her wrongs and faults. But she also gonna want people to acknowledge her accomplishment, man. And she said after going through all the soul searching and journeys, this is what her conclusion was. And she said she was gonna make it a mission to let other women know you have women that's out there for you to help you through your problems. But every woman is not out there to help you through your problems. Some of them women out there, because they miserable and they trying to want you to come over to the side they on. Just like men. Men ain't no different. You're men every day trying to encourage other men to have sex and fuck tramps and sluts outside their marriage, but it's up to that person to say, no, I'm good. You know what I mean? Because I turn down a lot of toxic situations and eliminate people out of my life because it's not good for my marriage. It's not good for my family. Because when you get to a certain age, one thing don't just affect one thing. One thing can affect your whole life. Your whole life. So I'm never going to invite chaos into my personal life and endanger my family with any of that. I'm not going to let no person outside the internet have a conversation about my life. I'm not going to have a conversation with anyone unless I'm on a platform or sitting in a chair talking to a doctor. I'm not going to ask a broke motherfucker how to be rich. I'm not going to ask a motherfucker that never been successful in a relationship, what should I do in a relationship? I'm not. Because why would you ask somebody that didn't succeed in something how to succeed in something?